Chapter 2 The Mother, SCOBY. What sets kombucha apart from every other health drink out there is the process by which it's made. That process begins with something that is most commonly referred to as SCOBY, but may also be called kombucha mushrooms or kombucha mothers. These mothers are responsible for the fermentation process that turns tea into kombucha. What is SCOBY? SCOBY stands for Symbiotic Culture of Bacteria and Yeast. During the brewing process, it can be found floating on the top of the kombucha and is removed before bottling. It is disc-shaped and has a gooey consistency and appearance that is unappealing to many people. But if you want to brew your own kombucha, then you need SCOBY to do it. Let's break down the different parts of SCOBY. Symbiotic. This means that there are things working together for mutual benefit. In this case, the bacteria and yeast work together to thrive in the tea and sugar environment, and then you get the biggest benefit of kombucha. Culture. This refers to the microorganisms, bacteria and yeast, that have been allowed to grow so that they can be used for a specific purpose. Bacteria. The type of bacteria that is found exclusively in kombucha and is unique to it is Gluconacetobacter kombuchae. It thrives in the airless environment and feasts on the tea and sugar, turning it into several types of acid that give kombucha its tartness. These bacteria are, of course, beneficial bacteria and shouldn't be confused with the types that cause disease. Yeast. There is another organism that isn't going to hurt you. Saccharomyces kombuchaensis is the type of yeast that is unique to kombucha, and as they consume the sugar, they produce gases as a byproduct that give kombucha its signature effervescence. Bacteria and yeast found in SCOBY. In addition to the ones mentioned above that are unique to kombucha, there are a number of other types of bacteria and yeast that can be found in kombucha. All of these work together to create the kombucha, as they all produce something different after consuming the tea and sugar. The exact makeup of bacteria and yeast in SCOBY varies greatly depending on the region they are found in. Growing your own SCOBY. Brewing your own kombucha starts with having SCOBY. Fortunately, it's easy to get one. If you have friends that are growing kombucha, you can ask them for a baby after their next batch, or you can even order some online. A baby SCOBY is a smaller piece of a larger mother SCOBY, and it will grow into a mother SCOBY after it finishes its first batch of kombucha. It's important to take good care of your SCOBY, since it is made up of living things. You need to make sure that it's kept in the right environment at the correct temperature, and that it has plenty of food. By taking good care of your SCOBY, you will have an infinite supply of it and be able to make as much kombucha as you want. Well, that's an introduction to what is needed to make kombucha. In the next chapter, we will cover one of the most asked questions and hesitations when looking at drinking kombucha for health. Is it safe?